Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Free Home Brew bringing you some updates for this channel. I've got a couple of updates. First one is that I've got a new microphone. The old one died, so hence the lack of content. And in the meantime, I've been producing some stuff I want to show as new videos in on this channel. So that's going to be the new content. I've been working on a maze generator, a fractal generator, a parser, and further content may consist of readings. And I've got a couple of running projects which will probably spawn some new content. So maybe you can guess what kind of content will be coming up in the upcoming months. So let's get started. I've got a maze generator. I made this because I got some comments on the backtracking algorithm I used for the Sudoku solver. This maze generator also uses backtracking, so you can see that backtracking is a generic solution. It can be used to solve different problems. This algorithm generates the maze, it doesn't solve it. So it's a different problem. It generates a maze. In this video I will explain the algorithm. It follows some simple rules which are reminiscent of Langton's AND, Game of Life, and HDTexan algorithms. You'll be seeing a preview of this in the video itself. I've got two fractal generators. They also follow simple rules. They add some noise to the line they're operating on, and this works recursively. So you take a line, apply some simple rules, add some noise to these lines, and consequently there will be more lines afterwards, and these lines will go through the same process. So it's recursive. I'll get to that in this video when the video is coming up. So the first one involves lines which are at angles other than 90-degree angles. So it's not horizontal, not vertical, but everything in between more or less. The second one involves vertical and horizontal lines and right angles. So it's almost the exact opposite. And I've got some equations involved in the latter that will avoid me having to use if and else statements. So it's kind of curious, and I'm happy to present that when the time comes around. Then there's the video on parsing. I'll be introducing you to parsing, tokenization, and evaluation using my own examples. This is a project I started when my internet died, so I didn't have any reference materials when I made this. So basically I reinvented the wheel. I made this from scratch without any reference material. It involves a couple of interesting aspects such as mutual recursion functions, I believe they're called. I'll get to that when the parsing video comes up. I'm by no means an expert in parsing. I'm just learning this stuff figuring this stuff out myself. But I did figure this out on my own. So you can ask me anything on this on the process involved. Then there's the dramatic readings I may be doing. As you can probably tell, I'm not a native English speaker. Guess which language I'm native to and win a prize. So I'm going to work on my pronunciation both in the sound, and the tone, whatever, and in grammar, because I've got in writing I've got a vocabulary like 30 to 40,000 words. I know most grammar rules, but I'm probably suck at pronunciation in both sound and in grammar. Probably made some poorly constructed sentences in these past few minutes. So please remark where this is the case or where you think I can improve a lot. Furthermore, these are for personal enjoyment. I enjoy dramatic readings of stories by other users, so I figured maybe people will like me reading stuff. So I'll take user suggestions. I'm not easily offended, so I'll just read about anything. If it might offend some people, I'll put a warning up without spoiling it. So, feel free to make suggestions of stories you would like read out. I'm not going to read big, long stories, probably. because shorter ones are more easily read. I've got the illustrated Mark Twain beside me. There's a couple of short stories in there. To get this reading stuff started, I'll be reading stories from that. We'll see where it goes from there. So please make some suggestions if you'd like a story to be told. Other projects. Here's a list of projects I'm kind of involved in at the moment. I'm gonna make my own programming language, which takes inspiration from the programming language Shakespeare. There's a language called Shakespeare, which the code itself reads like an act or a play from Shakespeare, which is pretty neat. So it's got its actors and operators are verbs and numbers are other words. So it's got a few keywords that look it up. It's pretty fascinating. The way I'm going to write my programming language is it should be able to parse any natural language in this alphabet, of course, and then be able to tell by the shape of the text what kind of operators it should apply. So if two words rhyme, for example, that should be a plus. If two words don't rhyme where they should, that can be a minus. In this sense, I can create a programming language that's independent of the natural language it's written in. So that'll be pretty neat. And then there's a MIDI generator I'm working on. I suck at making music. I kind of rock at making software, kinda, because I'm only just pretty decent at best, but figuratively speaking. So if I can program music, I might be able to make some decent music. And if I combine these two, I can write lyrics in this one, and these lyrics will produce music for this one. So in that sense, in this way, the lyrics of some music can contain within itself the music it's supposed to be sung to. So that, I think that's pretty nifty. Or more on a meta level, the lyrics can describe the music it's supposed to be sung in and also generate that kind of music. But that's all jokes for later if I get this working. But it's got a pretty nice future, pretty nice prospect. Then there's a Terraria world generator. That should be world generator, Terraria generator. I've been playing Terraria in the past couple of months, and I didn't like the world generator that came with it. So I decided, me and my brother actually decided to write our own generator, and that's what we did. So I'll be posting videos on this generator. I don't play Terraria all that much, but generating worlds for it and exploring those is kind of fun. And then there's the remaining category, scripting, where everything goes that's not involved in bigger projects. So whenever I need a piece of software I can't find, I'm gonna write it myself, and that falls into this category. So that's basically it. Then there's previews, and these are the previews of the fractal generator. This is the sloped one. This is the one with the right angles and the horizontal and vertical lines. I've got 50 of these and 50 of the other one. Pause if you want to see the individual pictures. I'm just going to skip through these so I won't last too long. These actually increase in recursion depth, so the latter ones are more complex than the first ones. This is the maze generator. Just going to skip through this one as well until the interesting part where the backtracking is actually very obvious. If you can guess the purpose of all the colors, you might win a prize. I don't know. It's got black, white, orange, purple, and blue, and green. So yeah. backtracking over here, filling, backtracking, bam, 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 further filling, and backtracking again, filling, backtracking. So that's the final frame. Then there's the preview of the parser. Feel free to pause the video at any moment so you can see. This is a string to be parsed. These are the parsing events. This is the tree, the parsing tree. Sorry I don't have a visual representation. This is the separator. This is the next string to be parsed, and these are the next events, etc, etc. So I'm just gonna go scroll through this, and if you feel the need to pause, please do so, because I won't take too much time on this. This is tree again, the next line, events, most of it's events. So here's the tree, and the separator, new line, events. The tree, the line, events, the new line to be read, separator, events, whole bunch of events. And if I evaluate the latter expression, i.e. this one, it evaluates to 0. And it's because it doesn't prioritize times and division over plus and minus. So only parentheses get priority. So that's basically the introduction to the parser. I'll be doing a dedicated video to this as well, so I'll get to that when I get to that. And those were the previews. No, not two there, please. That's all for now. I'd like some comments on the audio quality, because I named this video file on my PC. It's microphone test, so might as well put something useful in this test. I want to know about my pronunciation and about the audio quality, and maybe you've got some suggestions for other stuff. You know, just comment anything you like. Comment, rate, subscribe, etc, etc. And I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye.